Welcome to the 9th part of the Noble Gold Investments Money Series. In the last video, we talked about how the US dollar reigned supreme even after the abolition of the Bretton Woods Agreement. It's all because of circulation. The Bretton Woods Agreement declared the US dollar as a world reserve currency because we supposedly had the most gold reserves. Since most countries have conducted business using the US dollar for years and years, we became the most circulated and most demanded currency in the world. If that is so, why do we need to invest in other assets? Why can't we just keep our money in the bank? If the world continues to need it, what do we need to worry about? We got everything under control, right? Wrong. The world's demand for the US dollar is not the only thing to consider. In fact, the world's demand for it and our careless printing of it and the supply the world has taken on contribute to its devaluation. If you go back to the early video of this series, you would remember that a fiat currency, which we now know as our US dollar, are a mere representation of the wealth we actually hold. Things started to go wrong when banknotes went around with no gold or other commodities to back it up. That's what we have on our hands, a currency with no value because we got nothing to back it up. And you know what the results are? Inflation. We don't have enough gold. Our gross domestic product isn't going up fast enough, which is basically contributing to stagflation, and we keep on printing money. Keep on printing money. Are you getting this? Banknotes, aka money with nothing to back it up. To make matters worse, many countries are starting to realize just how much they don't need the US dollar to trade. In the 1960s, French Minister of Finance Valéry Giscard coined a special term for their contempt. The dollar, he said, has exorbitant privilege. That includes the strength of dollar-backed securities like the US Treasury bonds. Many countries, for instance, save by buying US debt. China holds over $1 trillion of our debt. The United States also has the privilege of borrowing its own currency. If the United States devalues the currency, that means it devalues its debt. There are many reasons we would not want to do this, and we can go into this in much detail, which we're going to do in our next video. The US government has power over the financial system. That's why many countries are bypassing the dollar when doing trade. In fact, this is why a lot of people are excited about cryptocurrency. Since most cryptocurrencies are politically agnostic, not controlled by governments, it gives people a third option, a third currency, without using the US dollar. Whether or not we like it or not, it's beside the point. The US dollar is being threatened right now. We need to make sure we keep our positions. We need to make sure that we protect ourselves as investors. We can't just sit on the sidelines and let things devalue. So how do you protect yourself? What do you do? Let's go to the last series and I can tell you what the options are.